Ashrani Patil from Upper Public School. The previous video we learned about the properties of rational number, that is closure property, commutative property, associative property and distributive property. So today we will learn about the additive inverse and the next concepts. Okay, additive inverse. Okay, additive inverse. What is this additive inverse? When we add two rational numbers, their sum should be a 0, or else when we are adding the rational number of its own negative, then we'll get the sum as 0. See how? Let me take example. 4. 4 by 5 is a rational number. We are adding negative of this. So negative, what will be the negative? Minus 4 by 5. Then plus 4 by 5. Plus into minus minus. So 4 by 5, 4 by 5. So answer is 0. The sum should be 0. Then only we can say this is the additive inverse. And 0 is called, we can say 0 is the additive identity. Sometimes they will ask what is the additive identity. 0 is the additive identity. 0 is called additive identity. 0 is called additive identity. Please remember this point. It's very important point. 0 is the additive identity. So some like any rational number. A is a rational number. Or A is a rational number. We are adding the negative of this is minus k. Then what is the sum of these two? The sum of these two is 0, isn't it? So 0 is the additive identity. So what will be the question? What they can ask the question? Say example. Example for that. 3 by 4 is a rational number. They will ask what is the additive inverse of the 3 by 4? So answer will be minus 3 by 4. Additive inverse of 3 by 4 is minus 3 by 4. Only the sign will change, vice versa. So minus 3 by 4, the question is minus 3 by 4. Minus 3 by 4. What is the additive inverse of minus 3 by 4? That will be plus 3 by 4. Only sign change in this. So this is additive inverse. Okay, clear? Next we'll go for the multiplicative inverse. Next we'll go for the multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse. What is this multiplicative inverse? When we multiply the two numbers, the product should be 1. When we multiply two numbers, the product should be 1. How? See. Or else we can say when we are multiplying the number with the own reciprocal, then the product will be 1. See, A by B. Reciprocal of this is what? That is B by A. Isn't it? That is only we can say inverse or else reciprocal. So A by B multiply, that is reciprocal of this. Reciprocal of this is B by A. B cancel. A also cancel. The product will be 1. So here we can say 1 is the multiplicative identity. 1 is the multiplicative identity. What is the reason behind this? That only see when we are multiplying this number with the reciprocal of this. So B by A. So product is 1. That's what. So 1 is the multiplicative identity. Okay. And what type of questions we will get for the multiplicative inverse? Multiplicative inverse, what type of questions we may get? See, 6 by 9. See, what's will be the question? Can you write the multiplicative inverse of 6 by 9? The answer will be 9 by 6. Multiplicative inverse of 6 by 9 will be 9 by 6. Ulta, reciprocal we have to write. If instead of this 6 by 9 is there, then also it will be minus 9 by 6. Here the sign will not change how it was to be done in a additive. Here there is no changes of sign. Only we will write reciprocal, ulta. So numerator will become a denominator. You can see it is a numerator and here it is a denominator. If it is multiplicative inverse of this will be 6 by 9. So numerator will become denominator, denominator will become numerator. Isn't it? So this is the multiplicative inverse. So these 2 points you should remember, that is 0 is the additive identity, 1 is the multiplicative identity. Okay, 0 is the additive identity, 1 is the multiplicative identity. Please remember. After that we will start equivalent rational number. What's that? Equivalent rational numbers. See, equivalent rational number. What it mean? Equivalent rational number. What it mean? See, will represent or any rational number or type, different type of rational numbers we can have. Any rational numbers. See, the rational number that have the same value. The rational number that have the same value but represent in a different form. Represent in a different form. How? See, example I am telling you. Example, that is 2 by 3. Now see, can these are the equivalent rational number? Let's check. See, what is the first is 2 by 3. What I said, they have the same value but they are in a different form. Let's check whether they are in a different form or what. Let's simplify. 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15, 6 2s are 12, 6 3s are 18, 7 2s are 14, 7 3s are. So it means, see, all the numbers we have simplification form is 2 by 3. When we are simplified, we got the answer. Here also 2 by 3, here also 2 by 3, here also 2 by 3. See, everywhere we are getting 2 by 3 only. These type of rational numbers we can say equivalent rational number. Okay, we'll go for the next. Next is representation of Now, we'll study about the representation of rational numbers on the number line. So in previous class we represent the numbers, that is fractions, on the number line. The same way, similarly, we'll represent the rational numbers. How? See, how can we do in the fraction? This is our number line. So in mid we'll take a 0, isn't it? And right side all positive number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And then left side -1, -2, -3, -4, so on. So how can we represent? Let's take example for this. Can I take example for this? -2/5. So we'll represent -2/5 on this number line. Okay. Before that, what we have to do? How can we represent this on the number line? First we will check this -2/5 it will come in what number, in between which numbers we can take. So first we will divide. So 5 0 0, so 2, so point here, so 20, 5 4s are 20. So what's -2/5? It's nothing but 0.4. So it's indicate us the number, this number will come in between 0 and 1. This, don't look this minus, afterwards we'll see. This number will come in between 0 and 1. But one thing we can see here, this is the negative. That's what, it will not come in between 0 and 1. It will come in between 0 and -1. Okay. So can we represent? So it will come in between 0 and -1. So how we can represent? We'll check. So 0 will take here because we have to plot this on the negative side. So that's what, we'll take 0 here and here somewhere 1. Why we give this much gap? Because we have to plot this -2/5. Now what we have to do? See this, what is the denominator? First have a look on this denominator. Denominator is 5, isn't it? Denominator is 5. That's what we'll make in 5 groups, or we'll divide in 5 groups. The part 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, isn't it? This is -1. So now we can take like, this is -1/5, this is -2/5, and this is -3/5, and this is -4/5, and it is exactly -5/5, nothing but -1, isn't it? What we have to represent now? -2/5. So this is here -2/5. Before that, you can check. This is about the rational numbers. Natural numbers, for natural numbers. If you wanted to write the numbers between 2 to 8, numbers between 2 to 8, you can check here. 2, 3, 4, 5. How many numbers? Only 3, isn't it? So this we will learn in the next topic. Okay. So this much for this representation of rational numbers on the number line. Next is rational numbers between two rational numbers. So next topic is last topic for this chapter, that is rational numbers between two rational numbers. Rational numbers between two rational numbers. Okay. What is this? See, as if I said before this, first we'll check with the natural numbers. So natural numbers, see, 1 and 9. So in between we can write several numbers. See how many we will get. We'll check. See 1 and 9. Between 1 and 9, how many numbers we can get? See 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Isn't it? See, you can check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So between 1 and 9 exactly we'll get 7 numbers. Yes, isn't it? If it's a whole number also we can take, but whole number already we know that it is a 0. Integers. We check with the integers. That is, you can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. -1, -2 and -3. Now you can check between -2 to +2. How many numbers will get? 1, 2, 3. How many numbers? 3. It means in natural numbers, finite numbers we will get. In between the two natural numbers we will get finite numbers. In integers also we will get the finite numbers, finite integers. So exactly 3 only we will get between -2 to +2. Here also we can say 1 to 9 only we will get exactly 7. But in rational numbers we will get infinite numbers. Let's check. Okay, see, now we will take example for this rational numbers between two rational numbers. Can I take example like 3 by 10 and 7 by 10. Now we have to write, we wanted to write the rational numbers between these two numbers. So you can say, ma'am, 4 by 10, 5 by 10, 6 by 10 only we will get. Only here also exactly 3. No. Why? Because these numbers we can make like 30 by 10, 30 by 100. Yes. So if you simplify then 3 by 10, what we learn? Equivalent of rational numbers. So similar way 30 by 100 we can write. By 100 and this one 70 by 100, isn't it? So here we can get several numbers, infinitely rational, many rational numbers we get. 31 by 100, 32 by 100, 33 by 100, 34 by 100, 34 by 100, 35 by 100, up to that is 69 by 100. Isn't it? So we can get infinitely many rational numbers between our two rational numbers. So can I take one more example for the negative rational numbers? Negative rational numbers. So example, -2 by 5 and 1 by 2. Now we wanted to write the rational number between these two numbers. Okay. So first have a look of the denominators. So here it is 5, here it is a 2. So let's make the denominator should be same. How? LCM or else common multiple of this 2. What will be the first common multiple? 10. Or else if you are not getting, then go for the LCM. 5 ones are 5. 2 as it is 2 ones are. So 5 into 2, that is 10. So LCM is 10, isn't it? Then first number is -2 by 5. So for what number we should multiply by 5, then we'll get a 10, that is 2. That 2 we have to multiply in the numerator also, in the denominator also. So what will this is? -4, 5 2s are 10. This is the equivalent rational number of this, isn't it? The similar way, this will take now 1 by 2, 1 by 2. What we have to multiply by 2, then we will get a 10, that is 5. So that 5 we will multiply in a numerator also, in a denominator also. So 5 ones are 5, 5, 5 2s are 10. See, you can see here both 10 denominators are 10. So can we write now between numbers? -4 by 10, next is -3 by 10, -2 by 10, -1 by 10, 0 by 10, then 1 by 10, 2 by 10, 3 by 10, 4 by 10. This is the last 5 by 10. Now check how many numbers we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only